A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. We're coming to you live and direct from the News First studios here in Colombo. I'm Charlotte Benedict. Let's start off with a look at your top stories this afternoon. Principals and teachers who applied for sick leave protest opposite the Ministry of Education. Sri Lankan Airlines agreed to pay dues to Ceylon Petroleum Corporation. Accident in Daindara claimed the lives of 2 students. Secretary to the Ministry of Sports informs the Court of Appeal that a new election committee will be appointed to hold SLC elections. Starting off with your lead story this afternoon, school principals and education sector trade unions have launched a trade union action today. The action was launched against people being granted appointments in the education sector, claiming that they have been subject to political revenge.
School teachers have refrained from reporting for duty today at a number of schools across the island. Members belonging to the education sector of 11 trade unions are taking part in this trade union action. Our correspondents in Colombo noted that the education activities in schools in the Colombo district were not disrupted by the trade union action. The Asoka Vidyalaya as well as Yashodhara Balika Vidyalaya in Colombo operated as usual. However, only 3 teachers had reported for duty in the Bangadeniya Government School in the Putlam district. The teachers in the Anuradhapura district also participated in the trade union action. This is the manner in which the education activities in the Swarnapali Balika Vidyalaya as well as the Anuradhapura Central College were disrupted. In Polonnaruwa, the Minneria National School as well as the Ananda Balika Vidyalaya operated as usual.
Now, according to our correspondent, members of a number of trade unions, including the Sri Lanka Education Administrative Services Union, are currently staging a demonstration opposite the Ministry of Education. Eighteen orders presented by the Finance Minister will be debated in Parliament today. Our parliamentary correspondent, Shribal Vanyarachi, said prior to Parliament convening at 1 p.m. a party leaders meeting was held under the auspices of Speaker Karu Jayasuriya at 12 noon. Moving on in more local news, Sri Lankan Airlines has agreed to pay the $5 million due to the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation by next week.
Manager of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, Neil Jayasekara, said that after successful discussions, Sri Lankan Airlines agreed to pay the outstanding money in installments. The debt owed by Sri Lankan Airlines to the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation for the purchase of fuel stands at $87.5 million, that is 13.45 billion Sri Lankan rupees. The CPC also confirmed that Sri Lankan agreed to pay off the $5 million due by next week. Sri Lankan Airlines will obtain a loan from a private bank to pay the rest in installments. The CPC said that Sri Lankan Airlines have planned to present a proposal in this regard for cabinet approval. Discussions between the 2 parties have also resulted in an agreement to continue the supply of fuel to the national carrier.
Some tragic news this afternoon. 2 school students have been killed in an accident that took place along the Hakmana Road in Daindara.
Police said that the accident took place between a motorbike and an SLTB bus, and the driver of the bus is taken into police custody. The deceased, aged 16 and 19, were residents of Denagama, Kaluala, Katia. The bodies are placed in the Navalapitiya Hospital.
In news from the political arena this afternoon, a group of MPs representing the joint opposition met with former President Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday. MP Dinesh Gunawardena, following the meeting, spoke to the media. Discussions were held today to hold a series of protests against this government that brought the country to this state and sent them packing. We won't allow the government to deprive the general public of their rights. The people must be given their democratic right to vote. 3 provincial councils are now running under the sole authority of the governor.
පාලනය වෙන්නේ ආණ්ඩුකාරවරයාගේ තනි පාලනය.
There was parliamentarian representing the joint opposition Dinesh Gunawardena. Also, the 75th anniversary of the Sri Lanka Communist Party was celebrated yesterday at the party headquarters in Burala. The economy that is running amok cannot be controlled, not by the central bank, not by the Ministry of Finance, or even by the cabinet. We are entering a new revolutionary phase now. Capital is collected at several centers now and not in one country. Even Britain does not possess that power, and not even America has that power. That is the massive change that has come about in the global economy. China is one center, India is another center, South Africa, Brazil, Russia and Euro-Asia are all centers. Capital cannot be controlled in one place. Many people thought that when Ranil Wickremesinghe becomes the Prime Minister, foreign direct investment will come flowing into the country. Did that happen? It's been 3 years now.
කියන්නේ විදේශ ප්‍රාග්ධනය හෝ ගාලා ගලාගෙන මොකද කොන්සර්වටිව් ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් එකේ ලොක්ක දැන් අගමැති. ආවද නෑ අවුරුදුමාරක් ගියා.
One of your headline-making stories, Deputy Solicitor General Sumit Dharmawardena told the Court of Appeal today that the Secretary to the Ministry of Sports had informed him that steps will be taken to appoint a new elections committee and hold the elections of Sri Lanka cricket. Sumit Dharmawardena stated in court that as per the powers vested with the Secretary to the Ministry of Sports, he will take steps to prepare for the said elections. The Deputy Solicitor General informed this to the Court of Appeal when a petition filed by former Secretary to the SLC Nishant Ranatunga against the candidacy of the current Chairman Tilanga Sumathipala at the SLC elections due to be held on the 31st of May was taken up for consideration today. The bench comprising of Chairman of the Court of Appeal P. Padman Surasena and Justice Arjunobe Sekara ordered the respondents to file objections on the 3rd of September. Travel and transport along the Sigiriya Kandalama road has been disrupted after a part of the bridge collapsed near Pulutua.
The bridge has been in this state for the past 3 months. This road is frequently used by more than 100 people, including school students from several areas. Moreover, area residents say this route is often used by several tourists who visit Sigiriya.
A Chinese national was arrested at the Katunayake International Airport by customs officials when she attempted to smuggle a stock of gems into the country. Deputy Customs Director Vipula Manuampetiya said the gems that were seized are worth 4.8 million rupees. The gems were concealed in the luggage and were brought from Bangkok into the country. 18 large gems and several small gem packs in 13 packages were taken into custody by the customs. The suspect, a 35-year-old Chinese national, was released with a fine of 40,000 rupees and the gems have been confiscated. Still in local news, Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Response Team or SL-CERT says 1,250 complaints regarding the misuse of social media have been lodged within this year alone. Its senior information security engineer Roshan Chandragupta said most of the complaints received were about creating and maintaining fake Facebook accounts. He added that Facebook has been notified to deactivate all reported fake accounts.